Trying to keep your brand visible these days, it feels like a never-ending battle,
Oh, absolutely.
especially with AI. Just changing the rules of search, what feels like every few months, it's overwhelming.
And the results can feel so unstable.
Exactly. So today, we've pulled together some sources that give us a vital shortcut, a really clear breakdown of how visibility techniques have had to evolve.
And we have two main goals here. First, to really pull apart the crucial difference between the old way of doing things and what the source calls the successful new way.
Okay, and the second?
The second is to look ahead. We have to look at the next big frontier, which is getting brand presence inside large language models.
Right, inside platforms like ChatGPT that are actually synthesizing information, not just, listing links.
And the sources are making a pretty bold claim here. They promise improved SEO results in just 30 days.
That's the core challenge, isn't it? How to actually move fast and get effective results.
And achieving that speed, it demands a complete overhaul of the whole process.
Okay, let's unpack this. We all remember, or maybe some of us are still living, the old way.
Right.
This was just sheer manual labor. I'm talking weekends spent doing keyword audits, constantly checking links, generating reports, making these endless little tweaks.
And the source nails it. They call it slow and impossible to scale.
Yeah, like trying to bail out the ocean with a teaspoon.
Exactly. And what's fascinating is the misstep that came next. We can call it the emerging way.
Ah, right. This is where people tried to introduce machine learning.
Yeah, but they just bolted AI onto those same broken manual processes. So if your keyword research was already flawed, AI just helped you get bad results much, much faster.
So it was always going to be what, hit or miss?
Totally. Because adding AI to a broken foundation doesn't fix the foundation.
So if that failed, what was the big structural shift? That brings us to the new way and this idea of the SEO AI agent.
This is the real game changer. It's the difference between, say, driving a car manually versus supervising a fully autonomous system. It's tech first.
Built specifically to scale.
Exactly. It manages millions of data points at once. It runs the whole engine.
But wait, the source also insists it is human supported, ensuring no guesswork. That sounds a little like the old way, just with a new label.
That's a fair question.
If they're promising results in 30 days, what is the human doing that speeds things up instead of just slowing the agent down?
The human is providing context and strategy, not labor.
Okay.
The agent handles all of that repetitive stuff, the optimization, the data collection, and that frees up the expert to focus only on the high-value critical decisions. It's a whole integrated system.
Not just a patchwork of tools.
Right. And that is what makes the 30-day improvement actually possible.
And this is where the game really shifts, because the challenge isn't just about ranking on Google anymore. It's about being visible when an AI summarizes content. The source introduces this new GPT visibility tool. We're moving the goalposts from standard search to these generative AI platforms.
This is so critical. The tool lets users, and I'm quoting here, see how visible your brand is in ChatGPT.
So for the first time, you can actually see how these massive language models are treating your content.
Yes. It offers the ability to stand out in LLMs.
And connecting this to the bigger picture, it means that standard search rankings are becoming just one metric among many.
Absolutely.
If a user asks ChatGPT a question about my industry, I need my content to be the authority it pulls from to build that answer.
Right. Visibility inside an LLM is becoming the new essential measure of brand presence. The goal isn't just to be high on a list anymore.
It's about being the source that's trusted enough to be synthesized into the definitive answer.
Exactly. That's it.
So, to recap for everyone listening, success in this new environment really demands a scalable, tech-first system, one with high-level human support, leaving all those old manual methods behind.
And that leads to the real question you need to be thinking about. Since the goal is now to stand out in LLMs where your information is actively synthesized and reported as fact, what critical thinking steps do you need to take to ensure that your brand's presence and that AI-generated answer is not only there, but that it's impeccably accurate, authoritative, and compelling? How do you make sure your brand can withstand the scrutiny of being seen as the definitive answer? That's a strategy problem, not just an optimization one.